everybody? Welcome to the Wingin podcast. Andre, how you doing?
I don't know. I mean, I'm good, but this has just been a weird week. It's been a weird week.
I mean, all right. So, as the title says, so what do you want to talk about? No. First up, what you been playing, man?
Well, played Cat Quest 2 because I finished the first one. Then I got the idea to play the most recent Saints Row. Not liking it so far. Um,
Heard
and
it
I
wasn't that good.
I started playing The Evil Within.
No,
So
I heard it wasn't that good. That's why I've
yeah,
been like,
I I got it for free through Epic, so I figured I'd at least give it a shot
give it a shot. Okay,
because I've already beaten all the other games.
gotcha. Well,
Might as well 100% the series.
if you want to do that,
It's
uh,
torture.
apparently. So I've been playing First Descendant. Y'all saw if you've been following the channel, y'all have had a pretty good time watching me destroy myself on the Switch Sports Green um, with golf because I did not have a good golf game. Uh, and I've been playing Trails Through Daybreak. So, and I did went back and played a little Wind Waker on Wii U just because I just felt like selling for some reason this weekend. So that's pretty much been me. But so Evo has been this week end. We've gotten some pretty decent fighting trailers out of it.
Yeah.
Like always. So anything pique your interest from Evo?
I mean, obviously the SNK versus Capcom getting dropped for everything. It was already on Steam, which surprised me. It
Yeah.
was already on Steam, and then it just drops. It's going to drop on everything else tomorrow. I was
Yeah,
like,
which that was out of nowhere.
but the bad thing is when I did that video for the Capcom versus SNK collection, I said that they should probably just throw that in there, but they just like, nah, we're just gonna do it separately because they probably got plans for a follow up.
I didn't understand that one either. Like that one, the Mutant Apocalypse not being in there, I didn't understand. But that's just me. That's
I'm
just
looking at them like they probably got plans because Capcom just also came out and said they want to do more crossovers with Marvel and
oh
with
yeah, I saw
SNK.
that. I saw that.
So I'm like, y'all want to do more crossovers, and you want to do more with SNK. That means that we are very likely getting Capcom versus SNK 3 and SNK versus Capcom 2.
But how do you think they should handle that though? Like as far
Honestly,
as like because I'm can I be honest with you, man? I'm tired of this tag team mess. Can we go back to 1v1s?
well, that's what SNK versus Capcom was, is 1v1.
Yeah.
Now, Capcom versus SNK was either or. I mean, if they keep it like that, where Capcom versus SNK allows you to do the team ups, cool,
Yeah.
and then SNK versus Capcom is just single one on ones, that's fine. As long as they keep the series intact, because I'm getting the feeling they're planning on continuing them. They probably figured out all the licensing and stuff, and they probably just going to continue them now.
Yeah, because yeah, that whole licensing thing when I found out that was the reason why it was, you know, so the reason why they couldn't just go and do it. I'm like, are you serious, dude? Like, but then again, back then, that's just how they did things. It doesn't help
Mm-hmm.
now, but it's how they did things. Um, I would love to see the crossovers happen, but there was one that you put on there on Twitter. You said Nintendo Cross
Nintendo Cross Capcom,
Capcom.
the
I would
one I
love to
made a
see that.
video for years ago.
Yeah, I would love to see that actually. Not Smash Brothers,
No,
but
I
an
want to see
actual.
it done as I want to see it done in the style of Power Stone,
Yeah, yeah, that would be dope.
because
I
you
mean,
still get all the Smash antics, and then you got it in the 3D arena.
mhm.
The-
And the thing is, I want them to not take it serious because
No,
I think the thing that sets Smash up that people don't even realize, you can't take that game serious. You really can't. Like you can pretend that it's a serious fighter, and okay,
Like
but it
I,
ain't.
I would want them to do it as like where they're acting, the characters are acting serious, but it's all
Tongue in cheek.
cartoon
Yeah,
anime hijinks.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, one of my favorite weapons from Melee was the freaking Giga fan. It was a fan. It was a literal fan. So,
I do want to say one thing I have a criticism of for SNK and
mhm.
Capcom, and that's that y'all switched out Kyo for Terry for the SNK versus Capcom portrait, knowing that Terry don't match up against Ryu
No.
in the game. I don't know
Mm-mm.
why y'all did that.
Yeah, I don't know that
I
either.
get that Terry is the front man for SNK, but y'all messed up by putting Kyo as the front man for every other instance in the series. You can't switch him now, especially
Nah,
doing the game one for one. You can't do that.
no. You really can't.
You too
I
late.
noticed it.
I was like, y'all, like Kyo not even on. He's not even on the portrait. I was like, that's wrong. Like, how you just going to pop him out? He ain't even on the. But you got his main rival right behind Terry. I'm like,
And
y'all just all sorts of messed up and
and,
conflicted here.
and
And his
we still don't see Andy.
well, Andy wasn't in that one.
Yeah,
He
but
hasn't been in any of the crossovers, which still pisses me off.
which I don't understand it either.
Like
But
you got Ryu and his girl Chun Li behind him, but you got Terry and his sister in law behind him.
yeah,
I'm like,
like what the hell? Okay,
this ain't cool.
dapping each other up, by the way.
Yeah, because they try. Well, that's because they was trying to hide Maya's cleavage. But
Remember when people got mad at Sakurai for saying that's why she wasn't in Smash, why Maya wasn't in Smash? I'm like, that makes sense.
technically, he didn't say that. He just said that he wouldn't want to edit her to put her in
Yeah,
Smash,
yeah.
even though
That's
SNK has several times edited her.
but it, but that's
But
literally the same thing.
he wanted her original look,
Yeah,
and I understand that he wanted her original look.
yeah,
He, he I'm not mad at him for not putting the effort in to just have her back there and she not look like she normally looks.
yeah. Because the whole me bouncy thing. I mean,
That's still wrong.
it's wrong, but they did it. It's wrong, but SNK did it.
But come on, it's not like Capcom hasn't constantly referenced Chun Li's thighs
Oh, dude,
in
it's
their
even
game.
worse. It's even worse. Like
That's worse than anything that was happening with Maya.
Because the funny thing about it, especially when they started putting her in that Chinese elegant dress with the slit all the way up the bruh, come on, bruh.
It just got worse and worse.
Come on,
It got worse.
like who y'all trying to fool?
Hey yo, what's up, everybody? We not ignoring you. I was just on a tangent.
Yeah. What's up, people? Hope everybody doing well. Hey, so chat, have y'all caught any of the anything from Evo? If y'all have, let us know what piqued your interest, because there was one. Now we did get a. I don't know if anybody's playing Guilty Gear Strive. I started playing. I need to jump back on it, but they got a season 4. They had season 4, and they brought on old girl from Cyberpunk. How you feeling about that?
I mean, I'm not really into Cyberpunk, so for me, she isn't really. I'll be like, okay, she's a cool character to play with, but I mean, that's probably about all I get out of her.
I kind of didn't really care for the anime all that much, but okay.
To me, I don't know anything about Cyberpunk, so I'm not going to comment on the character.
Okay, it's the from the anime, Edge Runners. So that character, I do.
Jay,
I think
Jay Biggs, really?
Come on, Jay, man. Come on, man.
You could have kept that one to yourself.
Well,
I need to know.
Glad I'm not monetized. All right, so yeah, there's that.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think that one would be interesting. Now the other one was Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. Had a Kevin Ryan. Yeah,
Don't he look a little lighter than he used to?
I was about to say something, but I didn't want to say
He looked
nothing.
a little lighter. I'm like, wasn't his skin? Doesn't that man have a tan? I was like, he has a tan.
That's all. Like he.
How he come out with lighter skin than Terry when he had a tan?
But if
I mean, he wasn't black. I never thought he was black, but he had a tan. Like, what happened to his tan? Did this man go hibernate for the winter or something?
But could it be the because this
the
engine?
Lighting?
Yeah, the lighting in the engine, because the engine itself is that 15 KOF 15 engine.
It could be. It could be, but I don't. But the weird thing is, there are other characters who still retain their skin tone. So that's why I'm like, I don't think it's an engine thing. I think it's an art thing where they lightened him up. Probably because they didn't want to confuse people and make them think that he was black.
Good point. I was just happy they kept a Kushnu butt in there.
No, we're not. That's a dirty name. That's a dirty name.
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
But I get that he's not black, but he had a tan. Like, you could tell this dude goes sunbathing somewhere with.
Yeah.
They just said no. His tan is gone.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That don't make a bit of sense, but all right.
I was like, he's probably out in the sun all the time. So I mean, like, why did his tan disappear?
I mean, he is a SWAT officer. So now I did see one. I don't know if you guys are playing Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, but they dropped a new trailer for a new character. I guess they got some more DLC dropping as well for verse. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna show out the trailer.
It's like, I can't say the name.
I'm just gonna show out the trailer. Screw it. I mean, at this point, I don't want to make it weird for everybody, so I'm just gonna show the trailer.
Justice is a mirage, a brief flash in eternal darkness.
Is that Versusia?
I guess that's how you say it.
Or Verusia? Versusia?
Whatever. I know the voice actress is the Urza voice actress. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Got him murdering people. God damn.
By my law, as all things were conceived in the void.
Yeah, I think Versusia. Y'all trying to jump her and get beat.
I know, like they just got all walked over.
It was like y'all was jumping her from each side too. Couldn't get a hit in.
And still got the brakes beat off of them. Natsu would love fighting her. Okay, I'll stop right there. So, as you can see, that one, I pretty much caught that one like a little bit before we went live. So, yeah, I got to jump back in because I have that game, but I haven't played it in a while just because I haven't had a chance to. Yeah, Zodia, this is the fighter. That is the fighting game. There's two. There's Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which is the action RPG. and this is the fighter. The fighter came out first. It was once they came out 2 years before Relink did, even though Relink was the one that they showed first.
Yeah, because I
Go
think
figure.
they started the development on Relink first, and
Yeah, and they did the fighter, and then because the fighter came out with the anime, so
Yep.
the anime the anime is actually pretty good. I gotta give. That's why I used to get mad because I was like, wait a minute, this is the same company that does the mobile game
Dragalia lost.
Dragalia. I'm like, are they gonna do an anime? No, y'all suck. So, but
That's a blame Nintendo moment because Dragalia lost, as far as I know, is a Nintendo property.
oh, okay, yeah.
So that we blame Nintendo for that one.
Yeah, because I would have did an anime for that.
Oh gosh, a Nintendo fan blamed Nintendo for something.
You know they ain't gonna believe us, right? You do know they're not gonna believe us, right? I mean, you know this.
Oh man,
You know they're not gonna believe us. I don't even know. Yeah, they're not gonna believe us. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We got to have our 5-hour podcast of Why We Not Fanboys. We got to remember to do that. One day.
I think I'll be absent that day.
Okay, but yeah, Evo dropped some pretty cool stuff. So I have not been watching everything because I don't like watching the. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't care about Evo like that. I just like the reveals.
I will say though, somebody did something impressive in a Street Fighter with Hugo. It had a Daigo moment where they did they did a parry counter in the air for Ken's hurricane kick, the EX version of his hurricane kick. It then avoided his super when he landed and then clotheslined him and finished out the match. That was awesome. So you know Capcom is going to throw that in as a Evo moment in one of their games.
I mean, they've been using the Daigo one forever.
Yeah,
they've been using that one forever. They still use it. So
yes, they do, and that's going to be the next one to use Hugo versus Ken.
Interesting. Well, yeah, it's still, from what I understand, it's still going on. I think the Mortal Kombat one, Sonic Fox won that one, if I'm not mistaken, but it's still going on.
Don't really care about that.
Yeah. I don't either. So next thing, y'all know we got to talk about that email controversy, right? Well, people were in their feelings.
Oh yeah, they
definitely revealed. So look, if you set up in your own mind what something's supposed to be, you can't get mad. All they did, they literally showed the teaser of a dude with a bag on his head. It was 15 seconds. That was it. So they didn't say nothing. People assumed it was Fatal Frame. They assumed what did I see? I saw Fatal Frame. I saw
technically Fatal Frame is still Bandai Namco, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I was like, that don't even make sense.
Nintendo might get preferential treatment for it, but that's still Bandai Namco.
Yeah. That's why I said that one didn't make sense. Then there was one I forgot what the other one was. They said it was. So it becomes out, the reveal of it's the Famicom Detective Club, their next game. Why are people upset?
Because Nintendo lied by not saying anything. Somehow Nintendo lied by not saying anything.
That's what, bruh. Like, I've had this because I'm a fan of, y'all know I'm a fan of movies and stuff like that. And I actually got into it with some people about Bayonetta because of people doing their own fan fiction and getting mad because Bayonetta 3, spoiler alert if you haven't played the game, Luca and Bayonetta have a child. And people got in their feelings because they just knew Bayonetta was lesbian. That was never said in any of the games.
I was like, if anything, she was flirtatious with everyone. So I was like, how did you come to that conclusion?
And, people got mad because they made their own fan fiction and got mad about it. And I'm like, but Nintendo or nor Platinum has ever said that. And on top of that, Don is her friend. Some people don't want to have sex with their friends.
And isn't it a well-known thing that a lot of women pretend flirt with their friends?
Yeah. especially when they're at the club, they don't want to be bothered. I have heard that from some of my female friends that yeah, I have heard that. So yeah, so I'm sitting up here looking like, dude, y'all make stuff up in your mind, and then you get angry because the company or the team doesn't do what you thought they were gonna do, which makes no sense because nobody ever said that. So I know the Famicom Detective Club, those are like visual novels. So I'm sitting up here like, okay, that's cool. I'm not into visual novels, but I know people who are, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good game. But I'm like, y'all are getting pissed off. I'm like pissed off.
It, what's worse is I understand people being disappointed because you had an idea about it. That's not my problem. My problem is the getting mad. Like you weren't told anything. You got an image of a dude with a smiley face bag on his head, and you were told this game is going to be rated M and it's coming directly from Nintendo. I don't know how Bloober Team even got wrapped up in that. Somehow Bloober Team got wrapped up in that. But then y'all, this is why y'all figure out that Nintendo won't tell people who's developing what games for them because of this type of reaction. And then on top of that, Famicom Detective Club hasn't had a new game, not a remake, a new game in 30 years. 30 years. Y'all can't, people talk about, well, Nintendo needs to reach back into their catalog and bring this out. They need to reach back in their catalog and bring that out. And they finally do it. And instead of, cool, Nintendo did this, what's next? It's, oh, I'm mad it's not what I thought it was going to be, that they never told me it was going to be.
Yeah.
Or how we've heard people keep saying, oh, Nintendo sucks at marketing. They do the most viral marketing thing they have ever done, besides the Rosalina Curves thing. And people get mad at the marketing. So at this point, it's you can't win for losing at that point. You're stuck. So it don't matter what they do, because either way, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah. Damned if they do, damned if they don't. That's why they don't.
Double A, you right. If it was a new Star Tropics, ooh.
Oh yeah.
And Star Tropics, based on storyline, it would fit a horror theme, depending on how you went about the story. And this is a game about murders, so it's going to have a horror aspect to it anyway.
Like, because the other two were murders. They were murder mysteries.
Yeah, shoot. I think I can't remember who it was that put up the pictures online, but for the other two games, you saw dude,
and
with the knife in the chest, like dead in his chest.
Yeah.
Like, and he got another dude was hanging from a tree. I was like, okay, and these were rated teen. What the hell did they do to this one to get it rated M?
It's gonna be some stuff in that. Yeah, I just thought it was funny because I was like, they didn't say nothing. It was literally a 15-second trailer that they didn't even talk about, that was stuck in the middle of two other trailers.
They literally just dropped it and left.
Yeah.
It's like your parents just walked in the room, threw something out, you walked out the door.
Yeah. Trinell, it probably will, because they've been doing a lot of
digital first, physical second.
Yeah. Because they can, I guess, because they can get it out earlier on digital.
They can get more people. They can get more people talking about it sooner.
Yeah.
And then get it out to the crowd that wants the physical later.
Yeah. Because there's some games that I've double dipped on. You know, because I just didn't want to wait. Metroid Prime Remaster being one of them. I got a physical though, but yeah. And guess what just dropped? Tekken 8 just dropped something. Y'all want to see Hihachi reveal? Because I just saw it. So,
oh my god, isn't he supposed to be dead?
He's supposed to be dead, but we finna see what this trailer look like. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's see what Hihachi Mishima looking like.
People couldn't let go. People could not let go.
Of course they couldn't let go, man. It's Hihachi. Gotta have.
He better look. He better look zombie like.
He better have his suit. I know that much.
Oh, you talking about this old man suit where he was walking around like a pimp with the
With
fur?
the hat. Yep. And the hat. Big pimp and spin the cheese. Yeah.
I guess Kazuya didn't kill him, or didn't kill him enough.
He didn't kill him enough.
he killed him, but he didn't kill him enough.
Well, what kind of whacked out training is this?
This man then went and became a monk.
Polish Air Force?
Eliminando os restos da Mishima Zaibatsu.
Oh nah,
Oh
nah.
hell no!
This man done stole Sakazaki's drip. He done stole Takuma's drip. He coming back like he Mr. Karate.
Damn. What the heck?
Second 8, Dark Void.
そろそろ頃合いだな。
No, they really were trying to bring him back. Yep.
It's like
That's
this man
it.
just don't die.
That's it. They should show Mario show up. They're making a Smash Bros. Trailer.
So he's walking back through where him and Kazuya fought. He's inherited the devil gene.
No way.
There ain't no way you tell me he hasn't inherited with how he looking.
Wait a minute. Is he
Why
younger?
does he look younger? Are they taking that plot line from Project Cross Zone? Where he found his company made a serum that made him younger?
I'm guessing that's what they did.
Oh nah. Oh
what
nah.
The hell?
Okay, no, see there he looks normal. So I don't
Okay.
know.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
Bruh.
That confuses me.
That confused the hell out of me too. Okay, so chat, what y'all thought? What do y'all think? Yay for Heihachi Mishima getting the Dragon Balls and coming back to life?
I mean, at least he came back. At least when he came back, he had the scar.
Yeah.
Like at least they gave him the scar.
So, question: does Akuma show back up now?
Yeah, because he definitely didn't succeed at anything.
It's a job.
Like, bro, you didn't finish the job at all.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay.
I didn't know that, right? His Heihachi's original voice actor died.
Oh snap! I didn't know that either.
Oh, then maybe that sucks.
Yeah. Huh. Oh well, I got the season 1 pass, so I'll be able to see how he is. So, I mean, it was a cool trailer though. It was a cool trailer. I was not expecting to see Heihachi come back.
I'm just a little messed up that he stole Takuma's whole gag.
I thought the whole
he
gag.
stole the whole Mr. Karate gag.
I still think that's funny, man.
The man was up on the mountaintop staring down at everybody with a mask on. Oh, come on, you stole that. Like,
yeah, bro. That wasn't even
like you gonna take Takuma's whole. Like, now we gotta have Takuma show up in Tekken as Mr. Karate, just because that was disrespectful. That was so disrespectful. Boy, how you gonna steal my whole flow, bro? My whole flow.
Now the question is Harada gonna do? Because he actually asked on Twitter, "What's the deal with the Waffle House?" So the question is,
he got lore dumped like I don't know what by people.
Yeah,
for Waffle House.
So my question
he got lore dumped.
Is he gonna put the Waffle House In Tekken 8.
Uh, yeah, he don't have the long Tengu nose. Oh wow, but he still stole the concept. But Hiachi is so full of himself, he had to have a gold mask.
Yeah. I mean, you know he's gonna have to represent. You know, you got to keep it real. You know, on love. So
I can see it now because people going to do the hood trailer, the hood edition of the trailers. He gonna have like 50 gold chains,
yep.
sitting right here for no reason,
For no reason.
And 4 or 5 tattoos gonna be on the mask that don't make any sense.
And then, God forbid, you know you're gonna have him doing the dance in slow motion with the spin. You know they're gonna do it, man. They probably working on it right now. As soon as that trailer dropped, they're probably working on it.
Oh yeah, the people that like to do the hood editions, and everything. Yeah, they definitely. As soon as they saw that, that slow
like,
up, that slow up,
yeah,
with him smiling, he gonna have 2 to 3 gold teeth.
Yep. Oh man, that's good. Yeah. So I'll be able to test them out at least. I was never really a Hachi fan in Tekken though. I was more of like Eddie and Jin Kazama because I came in with 3. I've never played 1 and 2. I came in with Tekken 3. So
I started Tekken with 2. So
okay.
When I played with Hiachi, but I'm like, I don't like it. He's too stiff for me. It's like he's good if you know how to use him, but he's still too stiff for my personal taste for a character. That's why, if it comes down to Street Fighter, if I'm stuck with a choice of Ken or Ryu, I'm picking Ken because Ken moves more fluid than Ryu does.
Yeah, he does. That is very true.
But everybody will tell you, oh, they feel exactly the same. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They
don't even feel the same as Smash.
The last game that they felt the same in was the original Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
And I'm talking the World Warrior, the original Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
After that, they have felt slightly different more and more as time has gone on. But that's jumping into lore. Yeah, Geese is back in freaking City of the Wolves. I was like, he's supposed to be dead. What's the point of killing these characters off to keep bringing everybody back?
Well, number one, first of all, you can't get mad and say he's supposed to be dead when clearly in the Smash Brothers trailer he was trying to grab the envelope. So he's not dead.
He fell into the abyss.
Oh man!
But as far as the Fatal Fury storyline, Geese is dead. But then again, they brought him back in King of Fighters.
Yeah, they did.
So if he was brought back in King of Fighters, it's not exactly a stretch to say he's still alive for Fatal Fury.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is still odd as all hell, but that's what they chose.
Yeah. All right, so the Halo TV show got canceled after 2 seasons.
Yep.
Damn, 343. Y'all just keep taking L's.
No breaks. No breaks.
Y'all keep taking L's. Okay.
I think honestly that's because they revealed too many things that would have been good for actual story later on. Mm-hmm. They revealed it too soon.
Well, that and the fact that season 1 did not make any sense. Season 1 was all over the place. Season 2 was way more centered on what their story wanted to be, and I think that helped it out. But also, I think it probably cost too much to make. Because this is my issue with because that's why I'm kind of scared if they ever do a Metroid movie, they try to do it like this, and I'm like, that's gonna cost a lot of money because you got to fill it with CG.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a choice. So, and that just costs a lot. It just costs a lot. So. I think it costs way too much. And the other thing, too, is you have an expanded universe. If you don't want to talk about Chief or you want to craft your own story, then don't have Chief in it. Make up your mind. If you're talking about crafting your own story, then don't have Chief in it.
Because that's the big problem. Yeah. You put Chief in and then reveal his face
all the time.
all the mystery away from the character,
And on
which
top of
was
that, they
part of
do it
his
all the
allure.
time. But they do it all the time. Like in the second season, he don't even have the damn suit on for the majority of the season. The vast majority of the season.
Which is going to kill the thing that made the character intriguing.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Samus without her suit. We've seen Zero Suit Samus. So that wouldn't be much of a shock to anybody.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you see Samus out of her suit, it's usually because something happened to her suit. She ain't just out of it just to be out of it.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's more accepted by the viewer, because we know, okay, she does get out the suit. In Halo, she never comes out that suit. He don't take the helmet off.
Not anything that you see him. Boy, if his helmet is off, that helmet is off so briefly.
Yeah.
And you never see his face.
And another thing too, and this is coming from a fan of both movies and games, and TV shows and games. If you're trying to make a live action or a show based off of a series that doesn't have that live action thing to it, it's okay to use the lore from the said media.
Yeah, it should be.
I understand that there are more movie-going people and regular TV watchers than gamers. I completely understand that. The problem is, who is going to have to explain to everybody when you don't make sense? The gaming fan is going to have to explain to people why you should like this.
Yep.
So I think it's highly disrespectful half the time when people do that. Oh, we're not using that. We're not going to use the games or any other expanded universe. We're going to make our own thing, but then turn right back around and use stuff from the expanded and the game.
But use it in ways that don't make sense.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense. So I personally, after season 2, I was like, I don't know if y'all gonna get another season, but man, this course correction did work. At least the course correction did work, because they made it more of a sci-fi show. I just think they shouldn't have called it Halo.
The problem was it was too little, too late.
Yeah, because I'm like, you called the series Halo, but they don't go to the Halo to the very last episode of the second season. Because the first season, it was just there was in a memory field or whatever.
I mean, it could have still been called Halo, but they should have just, if anything, if you wanted to focus on the main character, they should have focused on Noble 6, because there's literally nothing about Noble 6 that most people would know about besides Halo Reach and a couple of the expanded universe books.
Yeah.
People don't know much about Noble 6. Noble 6 would have been a good choice.
Yeah. Especially if you want to write your own stuff. But using Chief
ain't a blank slate. Noble 6 is pretty much a blank slate.
Yeah.
But they did not think about that.
That's why I'm like, I don't understand why they want to do this and then never. I don't understand why you want to do this and then ignore the stuff that's real. Because to me, if I'm going to adapt something, I'm just, especially if they got like lore like Star Wars and Halo and Gears, where they have expanded universe books and all that stuff. Like,
I'm not skipping out on all that information.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would just adapt that. Because it's easy. You already got it there, so all you got to do now is just adapt it and make it for television or for movie or whatever.
Yep. Instead
of trying to make your own, where you think you know better than everybody else, and you really kind of don't. So,
there was other opportunities to expand information.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't do it right. And by the time they corrected course, the damage was already done.
Yeah, I will say that I did like how they introduced the Flood in the TV show. They did a good job making that terrifying and a good thing of how they just take over.
The Flood are just the Flood explained the Flood. That's it. The Flood or the Flood. We don't need to talk about those things.
Yeah, but I just like the way they did it because the visual of it and the episode and a half that they did when they came in, I'm like, that's how you do it. So like, it wasn't like it was. It wasn't like it was bad, but by the time they did do the correction, I'm like, dude, it's like I said, it's too little, too late. And on top of that, with the way stuff costs now, yeah, I can see a studio being like, yeah, nah, we ain't doing this. That's why I'm like, some stuff, I'm like, I understand why people want to do live action, but I also think that we are at a space where you can't sit up and say stuff that's animated doesn't bring you in. Because I dare you
it
to say that.
definitely does.
I dare you to say that about anything Miyazaki has made. I dare you. Miyazaki will have you have the hardest thug on earth in tears. So if you're talking about you don't, I just can't feel it because it's not real. I'm like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
Or I can't get these visuals. Watch Princess Mononoke, 1997, by the way. Watch Princess Mononoke. Got one of the best chase sequences of a horror and in action I've ever seen in my life.
Zoe, really?
Yeah. Zoe, come on, man. Really, bro. But I feel you. I feel you.
Go ahead. This man running around like
And I mean, looking like
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What's the king from House of the Dragon? Aegon. How he was like his brother lit his ass on fire. They had to peel his armor off of him.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's pretty much. I'm like, you had to see it coming just because of how like they did that first season. That first season was way all over the place, and they had already. That's why I hate when they greenlight stuff when nobody's seen it, because they greenlit season 2
without knowing how season 1 was going to do.
Yeah, and then the showrunners left season 1 like after they did like 4 or 5 episodes, and I'm like, bro, what in the world is going on? Yeah, so
chances are there was an argument by the showrunners and the people that are paying for it, and they's like, well, we're gone then, because you won't let us work on it the way it should be worked on.
Peace. So yeah, pretty much like that. So there is that. Back onto the gaming thing, on the gaming scene. So they've been showing a lot of stuff about Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, stuff from the Shadow side of things. I'm actually very intrigued. I was already going to pick it up just because I'm a Shadow fan, but I actually kind of like some because Sega showed some of the remixed and upgraded levels that they did, especially the one from Sonic Adventure and Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, which I'm like, please God, let y'all show her that. But
I mean, look, in the engine for Sonic Generations, because someone did, this was a while ago, someone did do a PC mod of Sonic Generations to use all the stuff from 06.
Oh, yeah.
It works in Generations.
Yeah, it does.
It just don't work in 06.
Nah, at all. So I'm wondering because I think like I said, I'm picking it up October 25th, so I'm looking forward to it. But do you think let me ask you this: one, do you think this is probably going to be a success? And two, do you think they're going to go ahead and remake Sonic Adventure 2?
I think it'll be good, but remaking Sonic Adventure 2, this game would have to do gangbusters for that to happen, and I don't expect that. Sonic sells decently, but I am not expecting that. It would have to outsell. I think it would honestly have to outsell even their Genesis games in order for that to even be a thought.
Happen. Okay.
Yep.
Because that goes back to the problem with Sonic. Sonic is so up and down. Like, I enjoy Frontiers, but people hate it. I enjoy Forces. People hate it. I enjoy Sonic Lost World. People hate it. I'm like, geez, man.
They can't find a gameplay system that works for everybody.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, sometimes I just feel like they should just do what, like the Mario games, like don't care what nobody say and just do what you do your thing.
Just try to make a good game. Don't worry about
Yeah,
opinions until you've got a good game.
yeah, basically. Because look, everybody was loving Galaxy until they played 3D World. 3D World was fun. Then they wanted people to go. Then they wanted to go back to 2D. Okay, so they started dropping 2D games. Like, just don't care and just do your thing. Because you
Yeah.
can. There's space for 3D and 2D.
Oh yeah. And then a problem is with the 3D games, they still haven't figured out
The speed thing.
how to manage his speed.
Yeah.
For 2D games, it's easier because you're left to right, but when you're doing it in 3 dimensions, it's going to be harder because you got to worry about him being too fast for the screen for the camera to follow.
Which is supposedly what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be that fast.
If Sonic did what he was supposed to do in any of the games, you would never be able to play the game.
True.
You would literally not be able to play the game because you wouldn't be able to control them. So, like, it's one of those things where I think Sonic Adventure 2 was probably the best as far as controls for the 3D games, but the additions like the boost edition and stuff like that came after Unleashed added to that. Now, if they could find somewhere in the middle of those two things where you could have all of the abilities from Sonic Adventure 2 and all the stuff from the later games, but the controls don't feel like you're like if you speed up, doesn't feel like you're going to fly off of the daggone stage in the worst direction possible, because that's something that they still haven't figured out, even by Sonic Frontiers. Because playing in some of those in some of the instance levels, you can easily just fly off the stage trying to move fast. If they went to a momentum-based system with Sonic and not just a max speed system, they'd probably do better.
Yeah, that's true.
He starts out. The problem is he starts out moving too fast. I don't want him to move at a snail's pace and then speed up, but he starts out moving too fast.
Because that was the problem with Lost World. Like every time
Lost World, he was too slow.
He was too slow
for people. But even though they had a run button and nobody used it, I
Yeah,
know nobody used that run button.
Yeah, because when I first started playing, I didn't know they had a run button, and then when I realized, oh, he does have a run button. Yeah. But
if they had him move at a slower pace, if he started off at that pace and built up to a speed that he just stops at, but it was easy to control his momentum, you'd be good to go.
Yeah. Double A, I actually think that actually could work. A mix of colors.
He right along what I'm basically saying.
Yeah, that would be something interesting. And I did remember the Rush games. The Rush games were actually pretty good.
Yeah, Rush and Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure.
Yeah,
those were good.
What's the one that BioWare made?
That's Sonic Dark Brotherhood.
Yeah,
the RPG.
I didn't mind.
A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like that game either.
I thought it was actually fun though.
I think people have no idea what they want out of Sonic.
Okay.
To be honest, people don't know what they want out of Sonic. Because when I see that they did something good, I'm going to acknowledge that they did something good. Now the stories are but Sonic stories ain't never old. Sonic stories are like Mario stories. You don't go there for the story.
No, I mean they have one sometimes.
Bro, Double A, don't get people confused with that Sonic Dreams crap. That thing where people was thinking that was actually lost games and stuff. That was not lost games.
No,
that was just somebody's little fan thing to troll people.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think they can do another another Sonic RPG game?
I think they should. Honestly, that's probably one of the only mediums besides platformers where Sonic can actually show off what he's actually supposed to do. all of the characters could show what they're supposed to do.
So would you do action RPG or would you do turn-based?
Turn-based.
Turn-based?
Because the action RPG still requires you to treat it like a normal Sonic game does.
Sonic game, gotcha.
And Sonic Frontiers kind of has that anyway. So yeah, I'd rather just do a turn-based. Or if not specifically turn-based, like real time, like Grandia 2.
I would say like
Or
Grandia
Child of
2.
Light.
Yeah, Grandia 2 Child of Light. Because that would make more sense.
Yeah.
Grandia 2 Child of Light would be.
No, I would not want Square Enix to do.
Oh no, Square Enix nowhere near.
Do you want a 200-hour Sonic game?
No, bro. Honestly, I just need 12 to 30 hours.
Just get Atlas to do it, please.
Yeah,
just
30
Atlas
max. 30 max. Like honestly, I could go from 12 to 20, but 30 hours max. I don't need
30 when you're trying to complete it 100%. But you don't need Square Enix. I mean, Atlas can make some long games too, but I think Atlas would realize it's Sonic. Let's not make it extremely long.
Yeah, because that's not the purpose. But yeah, either them or is Game Art still around? They're still around, right?
I think they are.
Yeah, I'll let them do it. Because
I
know they helped out on Child of Light. Because it wasn't just Ubisoft. I know people thought it was just Ubisoft, but Game Arts actually helped out on that. So
I think Game Arts did the majority of the work.
Yeah, because I forgot who did the artwork though. But the Phantasy Star team,
because Phantasy Star RPGs is just like freaking Final Fantasy. They long as hell.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Maybe no, I can't even say for the people that did Shining Force because those are long.
Yeah,
we won't stick with Atlas. Atlas or Game Arts.
Yeah. That's what I would stick with, yeah. But I mean, if Mario and Luigi can always get an RPG, Sonic can get one.
honestly, if they did that, that would be a good bridge to lead into a Sonic and Mario crossover game that isn't the Olympics.
Yeah. That's the other thing, man. I really do think like it would be a good time for like gaming to start doing some actual real crossovers, not the Smash Brothers kind. Was in multiverses, but an actual crossover, like what? Because I remember that whole rumored Metroid Star Fox game during the GameCube.
That should have happened.
Because I'm like, do that, like, because I think if you do that, you can have that while you actually try to work on something else. Because like Star Fox has been waffling for a while, right? You do a Star Fox adventures type game crossed over with Metroid, that could work. Because it ain't gotta be nothing. You ain't gotta have no 200-hour game. You can just have like a regular 40 to 60-hour game with the crossover between them. And those, the only reason like that one, I say that because those two actually could make sense. Like you can actually make that make sense. Science fiction is why they meet. That's what make that makes sense.
And to throw on to that, somebody's probably going to think this is a bad idea. But I already did a discussion talking about it anyway. Do that crossover with them. Use F-Zero as your sci-fi racing crossover game for your science fiction stuff that Nintendo has. Because it's based on the same. They already said, I don't remember what interview, but it's already said that the same type of technology that went into the Star Fox R-Wings is in the F-Zero racers.
Isn't that why they had the crazy James dude?
James McCloud.
Yeah, James McCloud. Yeah.
Which Fox McCloud's father's name is James McCloud.
Yeah, but he did not look. Yeah,
he wasn't human.
Yeah, he wasn't human. Clearly, we hope it's Nintendo. They do crazy stuff. So,
and I still want that Captain Falcon beat 'em up game.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. Like the one that was supposed to come out during the SNES, I think it was.
Like I want Captain Falcon. Like we know he's a bounty hunter. We just know he ain't the type of bounty hunter on the same level as Samus.
Yeah.
He bounty hunts locally. He fights people with his hands.
And he don't destroy planets to make a point.
He is Captain Falcon is basically Nintendo's version of Sonic Blast Man. If anybody knows who Sonic Blast Man is.
Yeah, he's not Nintendo's version of Frieza, like Samus is.
I say Captain Falcon is more in line with Nintendo's version of like the Iron Fist.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Actually, that makes a lot of sense because Captain Falcon is never the same person.
yeah. It's
A
just
lot of people don't know that
yeah,
either.
it's a title. It's just a title. So that could make sense because especially if you don't know what you want to do. Like Nintendo said on multiple occasions, like, look, man, we just don't have an idea for this game.
Look, Nintendo.
Cross-mode.
I didn't thrown so many ideas out for F-Zero. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is
I have
ridiculous.
Shin. Personally, I asked Shinnon to work on it personally. They got the idea down. They made Fast
No,
Racing.
they did
Fast
it. They
Racing
did a
remakes.
good job. They did a good job working with Sega to make GX and AX. So I'd want them to redo it.
Oh, like yeah, I said, yeah, either them or Shinnon. Why not?
Trinell, I literally made the video and named it Falcon Punch because the name sells itself.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And Captain Falcon has a sidekick. So it's not like it would have to be a single player game. He has a sidekick.
I mean, just like 2.5D Fatal Fury, what is it? Final Fight.
Yeah.
There you go. 2.5D it though. But I mean, hell, they already did that with Subspace Emissary. They made a whole dang side scroller beat 'em up. That's all Subspace Emissary is a side scroller beat 'em up inside of a Smash Bros. Game. Please bring that back, Nintendo.
With good platforming.
Yeah, please bring that back, Nintendo. That was fire. I don't know why.
No. Captain Falcon is too loud and boisterous for a stealth game.
Nah, Falcon. Nah,
Captain Falcon is front and center.
the show me your moves guy.
He's the one he's front and center. He needs everyone to see him. He's not stealth.
Nah, yeah, he's the Duff Man of Nintendo. If y'all know that from Simpsons.
I didn't even think about that character.
I mean, because he's never
Duff
the same
Man.
guy. Duff Man. Duff Man never dies.
Oh, I mean, technically, Captain Falcon never dies because when one dies, he's replaced with another one.
Yeah, so there
Captain Falcon literally trains the next Captain Falcon.
Yep.
That's why I said he's like the Iron Fist, because generally an Iron Fist trains the next Iron Fist.
Yeah.
So Captain Falcon trains the next Captain Falcon.
Yeah. So
now that makes for an interesting fight, Captain Falcon and Iron Fist.
Danny Rand or somebody else.
I don't know. It depends. If we're talking about an old Falcon, then I don't want Danny Rand. But if we're talking a young Falcon, I say Danny Rand would be the one fighting.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the white-haired Iron Fist that Danny Rand fought. I can't remember his name whatsoever.
There's been a few of them. So, all right. So, last thing we're gonna hit up tonight. And I caught this over on NintendoLife.com. Kamiya, Hideki Kamiya, used to be with Platinum Games, had a interview, and he still wants to make Okami and finish off Beautiful Joe. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, Capcom, he's gonna be, because I think his non-compete ends like, if not this month, the end of September or something like that. Why don't y'all let him do that?
Look, listen. They might already be secretly letting him do it in the first place and just ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
Knowing Capcom with they backstabbing ass ways, they might have already been like, hey, look, you ain't working with Platinum no more, right? We know there's a non-compete in place, but just slither in here, work with the team on some stuff, and we'll say that we presented it to you afterwards, and you could just go ahead and knock these out real quick. I think he also worked on God Hand too, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
That's all. Like, bring that back.
I just want to get the end of Beautiful Joe, the Beautiful Joe series, so we can get that remaster of 1 and 2, and then we get 3.
Yeah,
you know, because Beautiful Joe is one of my favorite series that Capcom has, and they refuse to even.
They probably couldn't figure out how to make it.
Yeah,
just be for real. They couldn't.
And
figure
my
out what
thing
they
is like,
doing.
we'll just do the HD remasters of it then, of
Take
at least 1 and 2.
I'd say release 1 and 2, take DS game, and then take Red Hot Rumble and put them all together as a compilation.
Yeah, well, Red Hot Rumble again, but
Red Hot Rumble, it's a fun little game. You don't need to worry about it being serious. It's just like
oh no.
it's just like playing a bootleg Smash, which there were so many of those.
There's so many of those. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I know they'd have to do some work for the DS game though, because you had all the touchscreen stuff. So you have to do some work
that
on
would be, they would have to work that out.
Yeah. But yeah, 1 and 2, I'm like, and put it on everything. Just put it on everything. So it ain't got to be exclusive to nothing. Just put it on everything.
And have one featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yeah. Well,
for everyone.
Yeah, because Dante's on everything. So yeah, we can. Everybody, we're good on that. So yeah, I if I'm Capcom, but here's the problem with Capcom: they're allergic to money. Now, if they call it Beautiful Joe Resident Evil, maybe they do it.
Beautiful Joe versus Street Fighter.
Yeah, or Beautiful Joe, Monster Hunter Wilds, Beautiful Joe, maybe they do it. So I don't. It's like that's the only thing they know how to make. They don't want to make nothing else. Oh, or nah, because he's in Marvel vs. Capcom. He's actually in those.
Yeah,
but yeah, yeah. I just like
or have him as Joe in this rumored Dino Crisis remake.
I will believe that when I see a trailer. I don't, man. Yeah.
I'm still pissed about that. Like y'all have the perfect engine, and the new RE engine is still haven't made Dino Crisis
and won't do it. Like, dude, they're allergic to money. It don't make sense. They're allergic to money. It doesn't make sense. So, yeah, I would love for him to get a shot at doing that, just so I can be selfish and get that last movie, since it was supposed to have been 3 movies, 3 games, 3 movies. So yeah, yeah, Capcom, just for the fans, please.
And actually bring back Captain Commando. God damn, y'all just letting that man languish.
Yeah,
he got like 2 games. 2 games.
Let Sakurai do it so he can make little inside jokes about not working over another.
No, see that's why I want them to do Beautiful Joe 3 and have Captain Falcon in the background somewhere and be mad that he ain't got no more jobs or work. Just like pissed off sitting at a bar.
Like they did the T-Rex from Jurassic Park in 2.
Him and the original Resident Evil zombie had him sitting in the pub together somewhere talking.
I swear, like that was one of my favorite parts of Beautiful Joe 2 was we find out that T-Rex is the actual T-Rex from Jurassic Park, and he's doing that because he couldn't get no work.
Because he couldn't find any other jobs.
So they made him do stupid. He was the mid-boss cameo for because my favorite one was when he was the karate master and he had the little fake mustache on with the gi, and I'm like, bruh. I'm laughing. I lost that fight 3 times because I was laughing too hard at the stuff he was saying.
Couldn't focus.
I couldn't focus. I was like, dude, this is too funny. This is just too funny because, like, bro, why y'all did the Tyrannosaurus from damn Jurassic Park like that? That's messed up. That is so messed up.
So couldn't get that man no work.
Couldn't get him no work. But yeah, all right, people. Thanks for coming through. We really do appreciate you. Oh, I forgot. Shout out to Zap Crystal and Master Sword Music. They have the baby came. So we have a chance. Go over, show them some love. Right now they have a healthy baby boy. So please, if you know TJ, he has been on the show. On the channel. I have had him and Zap. We reviewed the Mario Brothers movie. So that was a good one that we did together. So please go show them some love when you have a chance. Andre, anything you want to pimp out?
I mean, I did my discussion on people being disappointed with MEO. Talked about people not needing to be Nintendo not giving the credit to freelancers.
People which was how contract work works.
Yeah, people really don't. Did the pitch for Switch for Super Mario Galaxy 2, and there's an argument in my comment section for that one with me and somebody that doesn't understand how development works.
That was hilarious.
I don't know how somebody gonna come into my comment on other or hear me out.
I hate those.
Just because you don't want older games in the new system doesn't mean other people wouldn't. That's not your place to dictate how other people enjoy their media.
Yep.
As long as they ain't doing nothing illegal, it's not your place to tell them how to enjoy their media. I was like, so don't come to me and tell me, and then be completely wrong. Like when I say, oh, how does this affect you when nothing's taken from you? Oh, because they're putting resources into making other games. Like, no, they literally have teams for that specifically.
Yeah.
So you're not losing anything.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't hurt you any.
Why do you think Panic Button and what's the other one exist?
Like they literally just purchased
Shiver. Yeah, they
literally
Shiver,
just purchased Shiver for that purpose of porting games, whether it be their own or third party. That's what they purchased them for. Like, you're not losing anything if they decide to make a remaster or port an older game to a newer platform.
Yeah.
And the only reason I even made that discussion for Super Mario Galaxy 2 is because I think it should have been in the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection.
It should have.
It just feels weird that that's the one that didn't get put in there.
Yeah, I feel the same way about X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. Like, why would y'all put
X-Men Mutant Apocalypse and Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems didn't get put in freaking the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, even though those two games are highly related to the storylines and plots.
And Punisher is certainly not, but whatever.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right,
and Jay Biggs did jump in. It was like, yeah, you're kind of wrong on that, buddy.
That one was funny. So, like I said earlier, I put some gameplay up, 3-point shot from basketball for Switch Sports as well as golf. And I'm playing through First Descendant. I'm trying to get my thoughts together for first impressions. I'm thinking about starting back doing impression videos. So actual videos, not just a blog. So I'm thinking I'm going to let that be one of my first ones when I because right now I'm about to fight my second Colossi. So I'm going to get through that and go from there. Also been playing Splintered Fate a little bit, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles roguelite. People are not lying. It is a lot like Hades, but a better version of Hades, in my opinion. It's a little bit better. But I do like how everything's rolling out with that one. So yeah, I'll probably live stream that one this week sometime, just because I haven't been live streaming in a while, and I think that's a perfect one to live stream. So I'll probably do that one sometime this week. Other than that, check us out next week, next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will see you guys then. Peace out, people.
Peace, everybody.